Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. Thank you for joining me. If you are new, please do subscribe or like the video so that you can be informed of any updates that I may have to the channel. So today what I really wanted to do is hop on here and do a quick 5 tips for healthy living. Let's see if all my fingers are in the camera. 5 tips for healthy living, okay? So, I hope my dog doesn't You might hear her in the background. She's growling. Anyway, number 1, I know I'm on the internet telling you this, and you might be watching this on your phone or a tablet, but number 1, limit your screen time. Okay? When I was growing up in the 80s, it was like trying to limit your TV time. Now, we have screens in front of our face all the time, not only for connectedness, but also for work. So limiting your screen time is going to be very beneficial to you, especially if you do use a computer or your phone a lot at work. So detaching from that during your off time when you're away from work is going to be very good for you. Okay. One strategy you can use is to give yourself a time limit. Say, after 9 p.m., I'm not going to use this app anymore. Say a social media app, such as the one that you're viewing this video on. Okay. Number 2, getting enough sleep. Right? Getting enough sleep is very important. It's going to help your brain function through the day, your body function through the day. At one time, I was averaging about 4 hours a night for a period of time while I was working, and that just stopped working for me physically. My body started to shut down. Shortly after that, I was in the hospital. Okay, so lack of sleep can definitely have serious consequences. That's why they say, don't perform this activity if you're drowsy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times mistakes happen because people were too tired, like people falling asleep at the wheel, things of that nature. So it's enough to cause a safety issue, but over time, it really definitely takes a toll on your body if you're not getting enough rest. And for women, that can be anywhere from 7 to 9 hours, okay? And the younger you are, the more rest you need. And for those that might have certain conditions, maybe you need more rest than other people, okay? So it's very individualized when it comes to that, but definitely take into account your sleep hygiene. And if you tie that in back to number 1, limiting your screen time, you might say, well, a lot of people scroll like in bed or something like that. Well, maybe that's a place where you just don't do that. That's like a zone that's free of scrolling, a scroll-free zone, okay? So definitely prioritize your sleep, and it's kind of like an appointment that you can make with yourself every day, okay, to recharge your battery. So, number 3, 3 fingers, yep. I think it shows up better on the side. Wait, okay, I have to hold it close though. Number 3 would be proper nutrition. Exercise as well, kind of in that, but nutrition, number 1, just because, again, you need calories to fuel your body through the day. What kind of calories you consume does matter. We all need protein. That helps your brain function. There's a lot of different diet plans out there. If it was so easy, everybody would do it, right, and be so healthy all the time. Starting off your day properly, maybe you're not a big breakfast person, but maybe you can drink a shake or something that gives you some protein that helps stimulate you to feel like you can, get to like lunchtime or dinner without like getting hangry at somebody, okay? Because if you're getting hangry at people through the day, then you're not probably getting the proper nutrition, right? And then that's going to affect your mood and a whole bunch of other things. Like, seriously, I want to put on a t-shirt like, do you miss them or do you just need a sandwich? Right? Sometimes a sandwich that does make everything better. Okay. So number 4 is the ability to focus. Sorry if you hear my Alexa reminder in the background. Um, so when I say ability to focus, I mean in terms of like meditation. Um, for some people, that could be going to church where you have like a community of some sort, and it kind of gives you something to focus on that grounds you, that perhaps gives you some stillness, and the type of stillness that it takes for you to be engaged in your life. Okay. So if you're not able to focus, what are you doing? You're just like going through the motions of the day, right? And sometimes that's how accidents happen. That's how mistakes are made, right? It's like, are we even paying attention to what we're doing? So living with intention. I can make a whole separate video about this, number 4, and I probably will. But that's definitely up there in tips for a healthy life, because again, if you're just go 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 and you're not ever like focusing in on yourself, your breathing, your physicality, things of that nature, some of these other things on here, like your screen time, getting enough sleep, it's like, are you even going to be able to tell yourself, hey, I need to pay attention to this, okay? Because in the long run, that's going to benefit my overall health. And if you don't have your health, you don't really have anything, right? Okay. That's really your, health and time are your number one resources. And as far as I'm concerned, anyway, and the rest should come. Number 5 is the ability to have fun. Okay, so this includes hobbies and things like that. And you could say, well, I go to church for fun, or I join my community for fun. Well, maybe you do and you're able to do some activities, but I mean, like really being able to, go for a walk whenever you want to, or, playing a game with your kids, things like that, where you can interact with people, maybe just reading a book, and that's not necessarily focus time. That's just time for personal enjoyment, time for fulfillment. Okay. And that's something, again, I think that's so important, because a lot of times we look externally for those things. And that's where we come into like codependency issues and things of that nature, instead of thinking like, well, what can I do today to make my life more enjoyable? Maybe it's, opening up the windows and appreciating, the fresh air. Maybe it's, XYZ. Okay, you get the point. So overall, those are my 5 basic tips for healthy living. Again, that is limiting your screen time, getting enough rest, having the proper nutrition, right? The ability to focus on what you want, and the ability to have a little bit of fun time. Okay. So when you get those 5 things going for you, your level of life is going to improve. You're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to feel like you can accomplish more things because you're carving out time to achieve your own purpose. Okay. So why should you listen to me, some random lady on the internet? So a little about me. I am 45 years old. I am a college graduate. I have an undergraduate degree in communications, and about 10 years after that, while I was working full time, I obtained my master's degree in business, okay, with a concentration on finance. So I am somebody that likes to, read financial news and things of that nature. I'm a single lady. That's very common these days for people to be single, live alone, be unmarried. And that doesn't mean that you can't have a fulfilling and happy life. And in fact, the more that you're able to do that, the better your relationships with other people are going to be in the long run. Okay. I'm also a small business owner. Okay. And I am a content creator, like this video that you're watching here. And I also write my own music, and I'm a musician and things like that too. So, have I done everything perfectly? No. Have I learned a few things along the way? Yes. And I felt compelled to share some of these things with you. I also want to share with you what I have on my face, because everybody's, talking about, makeup tutorials, this and that. And, it's like we all have to have all this expensive makeup. I've never really been that girl. But I did, get all dolled up for you today. I'll tell you what I did. Um, Here's this. Oh gosh, this is so bright. There it is. The La Roche-Posay. This is my moisturizer that I put on my face. Okay. It's an SPF 30. That's something to help you stay looking fresh and your skin from prematurely aging. Okay. Then I also put on this primer. There you can see that very well. That's from Yves Saint Laurent. It was kind of like expensive, but it's like a blur. It was like a blurring, smoothing of your pores type thing, And then I have my Estee Lauder. It is a tinted moisturizer. I got this at Ulta. I think it was around like $45. It also has an SPF 45 in it. And it's buildable. So this is the only like foundation. I don't have any other concealer, nothing like that on my face. Okay. And then just to show off for you folks, like what I'm really doing over here. Okay. I have my eyelash curler because I curled my eyelashes for you. I didn't put any mascara on, but I did get my brows done not too long ago. So that's why my brows have any color. And then I have my little, chapstick that one of the times when I was in the hospital when I did not get the rest I needed, and then they force you into the hospital if you don't get your rest. And this brand is Remedy, and I love it. It's non petrolatum lip balm. I just love it. Anyway, I have to get it on Amazon. They don't have it at like my local drugstore otherwise. That's what I would do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I'll create more in this series to kind of break down those 5 tips. There's lots of things that I can talk about regarding that. If there's something specifically of interest to you, please comment on this video and let me know what you would like to hear about and what knowledge that I've learned over time from living, from, doing work with counselors, coaches, health coaches, things of that nature. I can kind of get into more details and what kind of things you would like to know so that you can have some success as well in your daily living. Okay, so these are all just things like daily things that you can do to kind of keep your routine in a good space and for the rest of your health as well. Okay. So anyway, until next time, thanks. Bye-bye.